How are you doing?
Yeah, it's so good. What about you?
I'm doing I'm doing okay, I would say. Because
Yeah.
I mean like this now we're almost halfway through the semester, right? So I think a lot of work is starting to pile up and I'm just like, damn, my first few weeks were easy. I could manage my things because I always put my tasks on Google Calendar. So I'm like I can balance my time, have fun and still study. But like now I feel like it's just overwhelming, so I think I'm just burnt out. This week is my burnt out week. I don't think I've not gone to any class. I'm just trying to complete my homework, try to study for my exam.
Oh my
And yeah, have
god.
you ever felt this way?
Yeah, actually, the week before the spring break is my burnout week. I had three group project,
Okay.
three midterms, and three meetings with
Oh
my
gosh.
instructors. That is really insane for that times. And I believe I need to stay up so late, like 12 or 1 o'clock in the midnight, and I have to have a lot of things to study, to review, and to prepare during that week. So I'm so curious about how did you like overcome this challenge? How did you manage this burnout? Yeah.
The thing for me is actually this semester I'm taking like 21 credits. So it's just been normally as a freshman when I came in, like my sophomore semester, I took 21 credits. And like as a freshman, it's like a new experience, right? And that time I took like really hard classes. So I learned how to balance and manage my time. So I think from going off on that experience, I was just like, okay, this time I need to, so like for example, Saturday, Sunday, I will put down everything on my calendar that needs to be done for the next week. So like for example, if we have a role play, if I have my LA or even my EIL due, I would put it on that weekend and say, okay, this is what is due this next week. I need to get this done now. So that's how like I try to make my time for the week a little bit less overwhelming by doing it on the weekend. But then at the same time, it's like I need some time to enjoy. I need some time to also do things apart from academics. And because now I'm like like I'm applying for grad school also, it's like it's taking up my time. So I think I would say I'm not the best at managing my time right now because it's just a lot. But I think having the Google Calendar and putting my tasks and just trying to balance off my schedule is how I am trying to manage. So,
Yeah, I feel like balancing is a really important things, and planning before the deadline is quite an efficient way to solve this situation. I feel like I what I did is just chasing the deadline. I didn't plan it so well. So I feel like your suggestions is so helpful for me. And actually I had a real notebook for planning my calendars rather than put it on the Google one. Yeah, but I feel like it is useful too. Like, you can write down what you plan to do, what deadlines you have in this week or next week. That will help you to manage the time. But I completely agree with you that you said that having time for entertainment or enjoying times, yeah, that's the really important thing because if you continue to work, you will burn out and feel so stressful and didn't have the motive to do any other deadlines. And so have time to like take a rest is a really, I believe, the wise choice. So, did you do anything
yeah.
fun during this week?
So I did not do anything fun yesterday, but today we have a festival called, I don't know if you know of you, any of you have heard of it, but it's an Indian festival. Have you heard of Diwali?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's a festival of lights. So actually Diwali was originally it was this year. It is supposed to be on October 20th, so it already happened in India, but over here everything happens late, so we're celebrating it only today. So that's it's happening in the evening, which is why I was like, guys, I cannot meet
Yeah.
after. I only have time until 10:30. So, but that's the only thing I'm actually looking forward to, because that's like some downtime. I get to eat good Indian food. I get to dance. I really get to relax. So I'm really, really looking, and it's my last Diwali because I'm graduating next year. So
Oh
over here at
yeah.
uni, this is like my last festival that I can yeah, I could celebrate. So if you guys are free, maybe you should definitely stop by for like the Indian food. It's happening in PMU North and South ballrooms. So
Oh.
yeah.
So what's the
Yeah.
type of Indian food will be provided during that event? Or what's the traditional food especially for that festival?
Have you heard of like naan? It's like a
Um,
flat bread, but it's white. But it's not like a bread, it's like flat. So they have
flatbread.
normally that with butter and garlic, like
Uh,
topped so that, it's like crispy and it's like
oh,
delightful, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so you have that. We have butter chicken. We have Indian dum biryani. It's like a really spicy biryani, and then we also have like a few gravies, like curry.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's like a vegetable options. But then what really excites me is the dessert menu, because Indian sweets are actually my favorite. You could give me a whole box and I will finish it in one sitting. I really, really love sweets. So
So,
yeah.
what's the difference between the Indian type of sweet and the American dessert?
So the thing about the Indian sweets is that it's made with ghee. So it's like very specific to India, and that ghee is like really healthy, right? But the thing
Yeah.
about American sweets is that it has a lot of sugar. So ghee is really healthy, but sugar on the other hand is like really, really unhealthy, right? So it's like there is no balance in that American sweet. So even if I eat American sweets, the next day I'm gonna like put on a lot of weight. But that's not the case with with Indian sweets, right? It's very flavorful, I would say, because it has a lot of spices in it. Apart from sugar, we have other things too. Like for example, we use a lot of spices from India, like besan, and I don't know if you've
Oh.
heard of those round. It's called laddus. So
Oh,
we have
yeah.
all of those varieties, right? It's just made of like different things, and I don't know. It's just unique. Okay, so
Yeah.
I
I
that's I
can
think that's
tell
what I
from
really
that.
enjoy
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah,
Because
because
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
yeah, like for me, like American dessert is quite too sweet for me. Like there's all sugars over the bread or the cake. And I feel like I never bought the sweet from the Walmart since they look good, but they're too sweet. I can tell from its appearances. But I would definitely willing to try the Indian sweet because I haven't heard about it before. I didn't know the difference between the Indian sweet and the American one. But thank you for introducing that for me. Yeah. So, um,
If you're really interested in like the Indian sweets and stuff, we have like an international grocery store. It's right up. Do you know where Grey House Coffee Shop is, the off-campus one,
yeah, yeah.
or
I
Target? Do
yeah,
you know where that's located?
I know.
So if Target is here, the Indian store is right opposite. So you should definitely try it out.
Oh, there's an Indian shop over there, and all the stuffs are Indian food. Wow, that's quite interesting. I haven't been there before. Yeah. So did you always buy
Have you been to
things
Taste
from
of
that?
India?
No, no, no.
Yeah.
But my friends have been there. She said that the curry is quite good.
Yeah. I love it. I love that food. I'm gonna miss it so much.
Yeah, like so. What did you always? Did you been to the Indian shop before? What did you usually buy from that?
So the Indian shop, in my opinion, is like quite expensive. So only if I'm like really craving Indian food really bad, like for example, like for this week, if I'm burnt out, I don't feel like eating the dining code food, because the dining code food has nothing. It is so not but delightful at all. So the Indian shop, I would probably go to the Indian shop, or like, there's Taste of India or Dakshin that I would also eat food from. Mostly from the Indian shop, I would get the chocolates. So it's like the Dairy Milk Cadbury chocolate. So the taste of that dairy milk, the Indian dairy milk, is very, very different from the American dairy milk. And you need to try that. You will understand the difference when you eat both of them together, because the Indian dairy milk is a really made of like whole cow milk, and it's a really, you would tell by the taste it's really milky. Whereas the American one, I feel like when you just put it in your mouth, it melts, but it's like the watery kind of melt, not the milky kind of melt, right? So that's what I really crave a lot when I eat chocolates. I want that thing to like melt in my mouth, but it should also be like that, milk, soft and really silk kind of melt. That's what I look for. So that's what
Oh.
I mostly get from the Indian store.
Yeah, you really like a specialist in the chocolate. I feel like I
Yeah.
can't tell the difference between the chocolate, but I feel like some type of the American chocolate are too sweet, and as you said, like it melts quickly in your mouth, and I feel like I can only taste uh, have the taste of the sugar, the sweet taste, after like having the chocolate. So I would definitely try,
Yeah.
yeah. That's quite interesting, yeah. But I feel
Okay.
like you
Okay.
said that the dining court,
Yeah.
the food is not so good, but I feel like sometimes it provided some type of Indian food before. Is that not authentic at all? Or you don't like
When
the.
they provide Indian food, when they provide Indian food in the dining hall, that's when I go there.
Oh,
But
yeah.
because it's not authentic, but it's okay. I will still eat it because it still has the flavors. So yeah,
Yeah.
you should definitely try it out too. But we're done with 12 minutes.
Oh, yeah, really.
Yeah.